candles have melted. The flowers have dried up. But cries for justice for Abhaya have not faded. Justice still is a distant dream. The lane leading up to the house of Abhaya continues to be heavily guarded. Essentially, it's been barricaded. Journalists continue to throng the house of Abhaya, hoping to get a word from the family members on the investigations, which has not really progressed very far, even after the CBI took over the case. To guard the privacy of the family, the police continues to be stationed right here. The house of the victim in this case essentially bears the nameplate of the person who owned it, the victim herself. The nameplate proudly displays the name of the 31-year-old doctor who had everything in her to do her family proud. The family also says that she was somebody who would in fact shine, and that they were proud of her achievements so far, and that had she been alive, she would have gone a very, very long way. She was ambitious, and she in fact wanted to achieve a lot. This is what they hope for her. This is what they dreamt for her.
छोटा सा था उस टाइम में, नहीं तो पहले से ही उसका एक ही काम था सारे दिन में। वो आपने वही बोलते, पुस्तक बोलता है, पुस्तक के सिवा मगर कुछ नहीं जानते थे। पहले से ही उनका एक यही, हम पढ़ेंगे जहाँ जा सकते हैं। अभी भी बोल रहा था, अभी वो लिख के गया है जो जिस दिन उसको ऊपर ये गलत काम हुआ है उस दिन वो डायरी में लिख के गया है, हम इस एमडी में गोल्ड मेडल हमको चाहिए। और क्या बोले?
As investigations continue and intensify, both into the vandalism case and the murder, the CBI continues to gather more information. The CBI officers who are now looking into this matter, are probing this case, have just left the residence of the victim here. The CBI has been handed over the case by the Kolkata police, who have also made some important revelations. The Kolkata police has spoken about the fact that they do believe that there could be a possibility of a gang rape in the case of the victim, a 31-year-old trainee doctor from the RG Kar Medical Hospital in Kolkata. And this is an important aspect that is going to be looked into. They just met with the family members of the victim here, and also a team has gone to the RG Kar Hospital as all the evidence has been handed over to the Central Bureau of Investigation, which is looking into the matter. The challenge before them is what the West Bengal Chief Minister has said, that crack the case soonest and hang the victim to death. This is a political demand that has been made by the Chief Minister of West Bengal. But these are officers who are looking into this case, probing this matter, and hopefully the case is going to be cracked soon, given that there have been just so many lapses, and questions, of course, have been raised about the fact that maybe the other guilty persons have managed to get away. दीदी, कैसा आपके रिश्ते में कैसी थी जो विक्टिम थी?
मैं उसकी चाची हूँ, छोटी चाची हूँ, और मेरी भतीजी है। ठीक है तो...
जी, समझ सकती हूँ दीदी। आप ये बताइए कि अभी सीबीआई की जो टीम आई और जो सीबीआई ने इस केस को पूरी तरीके से ले लिया है, इसके बारे में आप क्या कहना चाहेंगे? क्या आप इससे संतुष्ट हैं?
हाँ, वो तो हम लोगों को देखिए, उसके ऊपर तो हम लोगों को होप रखना ही है। तो संतुष्ट तो है, कार्रवाई ठीक तरह से राइट वे पे, मतलब वे पे वो लेके जाए और जस्टिस हमें मिले, वही हम चाहते हैं। और
कल रात को बहुत यहाँ पर वैंडलिज्म हुआ इस अस्पताल के अंदर, क्या बोलना चाहेंगे? आपको ये क्यों हुआ? आपको क्यों ऐसा लग रहा है?
वो सब एविडेंस हटाने की मतलब साजिश है, और कुछ नहीं है।
सीबीआई की टीम से क्या बातचीत हुई है दीदी?
नहीं, वो तो हम बता नहीं सकते, वो तो मतलब एकदम इंटरनल है। हम लोग वही बोलेंगे कि सब कुछ हमने, हमारा जो डाउट है उनके सामने रखा है, वो लोग मतलब
तो ये जो कल रात को जो ये हंगामा हुआ अस्पताल के अंदर, इससे आपको लगता है कि ये पुलिस की लापरवाही है, सरकार की लापरवाही है? क्योंकि ये अलाउ किया गया, किस तरीके से अलाउ किया?
देखिए, लापरवाही किसकी है वो हम बता नहीं सकते, लेकिन इतना जरूर बता सकते हैं कि ये एविडेंस हटाने की कोशिश है, बस यही।
But more than 9 days after the crime, questions remain. The mother says this is departmental negligence. There is more than one person behind it. How did the culprit know that the victim was alone? The father says the murder did not take place where the body was found.
এখন তো মনে হচ্ছে ওখানে যে মার্ডার করেছে এর কোনো মানে একটু সন্দেহ প্রকাশ করছি আমরা।
Not one but several unanswered questions remain. Who opened the doors of the seminar hall room after it was locked post classes on that fateful day? The classes ended at 4 p.m. The body was found here the next day. On what basis were the family members told that the girl had died by suicide? The family has several times said this on record. Why did the college not register an FIR or a police complaint by themselves? The police had to take the case suo motu. Why are civic volunteers allowed to have access to every part of the hospital building? What was the tearing hurry to reinstate Dr. Sandeep Ghosh the day he had resigned? Why was the family made to wait for 3 hours before seeing the body? Dr. Shantanu Sen, former TMC MP, a doctor himself and associated with the Indian Medical Association, had raised questions previously about the functioning of this hospital. Why did the health minister, who's also the chief minister, look the other way?
অনেকের অপছন্দের ভাগিদার হয়েও আমি একনিষ্ঠভাবে দলকে ডিফেন্ড করে গেছি। আর দ্বিতীয়, স্বাস্থ্যে প্রচুর উন্নয়ন হওয়ার পরেও মাননীয় মুখ্যমন্ত্রী তথা স্বাস্থ্যমন্ত্রী আমাদের নেত্রী মমতা বন্দ্যোপাধ্যায়ের কাছে এখনো স্বাস্থ্য দপ্তরের সমস্ত খবর সঠিকভাবে পৌঁছায় না।
As we move towards RG Kar, the now infamous hospital in Kolkata, away from Abhaya's house in suburban Kolkata, protest by her colleagues and batchmates continues.
এই মেয়েটি আমার পা খামচে নিচ্ছে কিনা, পিঠ খামচে নিচ্ছে কিনা, আমার ভেতরের গেঞ্জিটার দিকে চেয়ে আছে কিনা, ছেলেদেরকে ভাবতে হয়, কাউকে ভাবতে হয়, আপনাদেরকে এতটা টেনশন নিতে হয়, আমাদেরকে নিতে হয়। পথে ভেবেছিল এখানে যে বসে আছে কাজ বাজ ছেড়ে এই স্যাটিসফ্যাকশনটা আমরা কখনো পাবো? কেউ দিতে পারবে আমাদেরকে?
Abhaya was the victim of sexual assault, but Abhaya was also a victim of the system that puts the healthcare professionals and their safety at the bottom of the priority list. These healthcare professionals are waging a war against that system, appealing to the powers that be to look into their very genuine demands and to ensure justice for Abhaya. First of all, talk to us a little about the conditions in this hospital, and not just this hospital. I also know in many hospitals, government hospitals particularly, across the country, hygiene, safety is at the bottom of the priority list, isn't it?
First of all, the main thing is, in government hospitals, we doctors compromise our well-being and treat these patients. We don't have proper guards, no security, no CCTVs, and for this reason, many crimes, for this reason, these crimes have been, they have been taking place for many days, just because of these lapses. So I just want to say that the doctors are the soft targets in these situations.
There is no restroom, there is no separate, in some of the wards, there is no separate male and female washrooms. So these makes are very vulnerable. For example, for a female intern or a doctor, these are very critical things. No, you need to have separate bathrooms at least, and it should be clean enough. So yeah, and restrooms, that's very important part of, because during night times, night duty, you have to have separate restrooms. So yeah.
Talk to us about the safety in various government hospitals. You all have been stressing on safety. Healthcare workers, not just doctors, are very vulnerable to attacks, violence. There's research after research that shows that they're most vulnerable.
Most of the time, the patient parties the patient come with more than 5 to 6 people. Sometimes they come with 10 to 15 people. Therefore, we are mostly if there are one patient party, we are not that threatened. But if one patient party comes with 15, 20 people, then we are surrounded by the people. It takes time for us to do the treatment because we are already overworked. Therefore, they start screaming, they start saying things. Therefore, we feel always threatened. There is always there are always their security. They are mostly 2 to 3 security persons. If there are 60 to 80 people, how can 2 security persons take control of that?
Security has to be increased at the hospital.
Yeah, security has to be increased, and most of them, there are CCTVs in our hospital, but the CCTVs number needs to be increased, and they need to be maintained, well maintained, because some of the CCTVs may be not working. We don't know about them. Therefore, if any incident occurs, there would be no proof of that.
And in government hospitals, the main issue is the doctor-patient ratio. It is so wide. Like, for one doctor, it is around 100 patients, more than 100 patients. So this is the main concern. Like, there are so many patients you have to deal regularly, but there's no proper safety security of us. So for these reasons, doctors are the main victims of such incidents.
পেশেন্টের ভায়োলেন্স যখন রিয়াল লাইক এই কন্ডিশন ছিল না তখন ইটস ফাইন। পেশেন্টসরা তাদের হেলথ নিয়ে লাইক ডিলে অফ দ্য ওয়াক এইগুলো নিয়ে উত্তেজিত ছিল, বাট এখন যেটা হয়েছে লাইক এতদিন ধরে ওরা রয়েছে, কোনো সেইভাবে কোনো ডাক্তার যাচ্ছে না বা সেইভাবে কোনো টেস্ট হচ্ছে না, সেইভাবে কোনো চেক আপ হচ্ছে না, তো দে আর মোর লাইক প্রোন টু লাইক ফাইট উইথ দ্য নার্স। আর যেহেতু যে ডাক্তাররা যাচ্ছে না, তো নার্সরা তো তাদের 24 আওয়ার্স ডিউটি করছে, শিফটে তারা তো কাজ করছে নার্স দিদিরা, তো সেখানে কি হচ্ছে না পেশেন্ট পার্টি নার্সের উপর ক্ষিপ্ত হচ্ছে।
Putting their anger on nurses. Talk to me a little about this, since all of you are nurses.
Given the current situation, patients' anger or violence towards any healthcare professional is understandable. I am not saying that it's not justified, but at the same time, we would be highly appreciate it if they try to understand our situation at the same time, because we can give them all the services and care only if we are mentally and physically stable. But given the current situation, we don't have any idea about our own safeties.
Apart from the current situation, always research has shown healthcare workers get beaten up when they're working. Tell me about that.
If any negligence happens, they don't know, they just jump into a conclusion that we don't care, we just here for money and whatever. So we just demand that please think about us also, think about our hard work and the 36 hours duty or even more than that. So please think about us, think about our mental health as well as our physical health. So and ensure our safety.
Or CCTVs are not there. Also toilets, hygiene, restrooms for you all to relax, nursing stations, resting stations. What are the concerns?
We do have nursing stations, and at the same time we do have our systems rooms as well, and they are in, I won't say they are in the best condition, but it's understandable that with the economy we have, we can get only this much.
But don't you feel that there should be better conditions for you?
Of course.
Talk to us about that demand that you have.
First of all, we need proper sanitary toilets. That's our main concern, because hospital is the main ground of UTIs. It's a very, like, all over the world, in hospital-acquired infections, UTI is in the top. So, if we don't get proper sanitary toilets, and the healthcare providers get the UTI, it's a big, major health concern.
Government of India says that within 6 hours of a crime against a healthcare worker, the head of the institution has to file an FIR within 6 hours. A committee is also being proposed by the Union Health Ministry to look into the demands of these doctors who are protesting. It remains to be seen whether they decide to end their strike or not after these suggestions have been made by the government.
हमारा लड़की जो गया है अब तो कोई तो रिटर्न नहीं दे सकता है ना। हम लोगों का न्याय चाहिए, न्याय होने से उसका आत्मा भी शांति मिलेगा, हम लोगों का थोड़ा शांति मिलेगा। को जो किया है वो तो नहीं आएगा ना। 62 साल से जो कुछ किया है और वो भी ये 20 साल से जो इतना परिश्रम कर रहा है सब एक दिन रात में पानी में बहा दिया है।
The government has said now the head of the institution will have to register FIR within 6 hours. I also want to ask you, a committee has been set up. Good enough? Committee is good enough?
Yeah, no, see, there have been many instances where committees were set up and they're dissolved with no proper resolution. So I don't think setting up a committee is just the end of this fight. There has to be amendments and many laws that has to be made. Okay, that's
demand for the laws is there. What are you all saying? That until the time that law does not come into reality, or at least you all are not given that written assurance that this law will be implemented, the 2019 law, should the strike continue?
Yeah, we first of all we are continuing strike for the justice. At first we need justice. If we don't get justice, the culprits will be more free in doing this kind of crimes again. The first point is we need justice. After that, there will be security. The most important thing is we can have a committee. They will frame something. They will give the draft in the parliament. But first, we need to see how it is implemented. Implementation is more important than the law itself.
Implementation. What about your views on the setting up of the committee by the government that it has announced?
For any issue, there has to be a committee which needs to be set up. But at the same time, the committee needs to act on it. It needs to move forward with its ideas and action so that the justice prevails, right? And for these reasons, there must be more stringent laws. It should be implemented in the government, because how many rape victims do we see getting justice? There are many rape victims. There are many cases around it, but proper justice has not been given yet. For these reasons, the law needs to be stronger. The committee which is formed must be more stringent and should act upon it.
I would like to say that the committee also has to look into the matters like on the ground reality. So there are many people who are they're doing in the committee, but they don't know actually what's happening in the on the ground. So I think there has to be proper representation of the stakeholders, right?
We want justice. We want justice.
কমিটি গঠন হচ্ছে বা কি মানে এগুলো চলছে, কিন্তু এগুলো কতটা কাজে আসবে পরে পরবর্তীকালে ইন ফিউচার সেগুলো তো আমরা এখন থেকে বলতে পারছি না। তো পরবর্তীকালে ভবিষ্যতেই দেখা যাবে সেটা। এখন যেটা হচ্ছে মেনে নিতেই হবে, কিছু তো করার নেই আমাদের এখন।
The nurse here says basically the committee has been set up, but too soon to comment on it, because let's see the work that it does in that direction. Central law to protect healthcare workers. How many of you are for it? Central law must come into effect. Raise your hands. Central law. Central law must. Central law. Doctors have been demanding a central law. Are you for the central law?
We are for the central law, because we are seeing that our state government is very much failure to giving us the protection. That's why that thing happened that day, and they are like supporting this, and also many other cases are also happening. We may overlook them, but that shouldn't be.
That shouldn't be. You mean safety of women staff is a big concern in hospitals?
Because sometimes means maybe we are just now nursing student. We are not like literally fully registered nurse. We are just nursing student. We may not face it, but in some, if I read some story or if I know some cases, there may be the patient party. they're teasing the nurses.
The deadline set by the West Bengal Chief Minister to the CBI to hang the guilty by Sunday has ended. What really hasn't ended is the worst kind of politics around this. Your rape versus my rape. 12 years ago, we fought for justice for Nirbhaya. 12 years after, we are fighting for justice for Abhaya. Even after fighting for justice for Nirbhaya, there have been so many Nirbhayas. After fighting for justice for Abhaya, unfortunately, there will be still many Abhayas.